You know, you almost have to take a step back and watch what's happening in the industry today. You've got unbelievable fragmentation, right, from a content perspective and an app perspective. And I think what's happened is prime time's become any time. And so sports has become that much more important because it's almost the new appointment viewing. And so, you know, for your audience, Fubo is a sports-first streaming service that aggregates 55,000 sporting events every year, in addition to 250 news and entertainment channels. So it's a super aggregator, and we ingest content into the service and we make it available in our UI. And what we're finding is that marketers are very, very interested in sports because they know that people are aggregating around these big events, whether they are, you know, Women's World Cup that happened earlier in the year, the Olympics coming up, it could be even Roland Garros tennis matches. But they're also aggregating around smaller events where you find super fans. So it might be a pickleball, which apparently is the fastest growing sport in America. I don't know if you play, Andy, but also bare knuckle fighting, combat sports is a really interesting area. And so if marketers really want to find specific audiences that are aggregating around environments that create community, and a lot of excitement and engagement, we can help them with that. So if you're Peloton and you want to reach women 25 to 54 who are left-handed golfers that live in Miami and watch cooking shows, we can help you with that. Because as a streaming service that's 100% addressable, we're following our consumer through the service in privacy compliant ways, and we can share that information with marketers. And what happens as a result, when they come to us and say we'd like to be in these kinds of environments, we often tell them, you know, best to get your money down from a direct IO or a programmatic guaranteed perspective, because you could be shut out of these audiences because they're in such high demand today. And we're finding a lot of receptivity to that. Our direct IO and programmatic guaranteed business is rapidly rising. Our programmatic business has always been a mainstay of the company. So it's been really exciting to see what's happening in sports, but I do think a big part of that is the fragmentation that's happened in the industry, and that prime time has become essentially any time, if that makes sense.
So programmatic is big. Is it a challenge in terms of ad serving, in terms of live programming?
Really not at all.
Is that an issue, or you've solved that?
No. We work across the ecosystem, SSPs and DSPs, DMPs as well. It's really not a challenge. I think programmatic has enabled a lot of person-level targeting. It's actually one of the advantages of being a streamer, right? CTV has, as I said before, it is a medium that's tracking viewer preferences and also viewer pathing as people are moving through different devices. All that information can be collected, again, in privacy-centric ways and used to inform creative. It could be used to inform specific targets beyond age and gender. And those targets that perform in best contextual environments, right, to result in really strong business outcomes. And so I think streaming has taken what was a one-to-many medium of linear television and transformed it into one that enables precision-level, person-specific targeting. And that's very exciting to watch happen, and all the tools that have, many of the tools that have been used in online video and display advertising are now being enabled for streaming, and I think that's a very exciting thing to see transpire.
Yeah, so talk about performance and attribution, and where does that stand? What are the expectations of advertisers, and how do you deliver on that?
You know, I think in the streaming space, it's still a story that's evolving, certainly relative to the open web. But there are things that are being developed, new technologies that are being developed, and also the use of the QR code has come back into vogue because of that. So, you know, being able to append a barcode to your creative to actually have a user interact on their phone is something that is interesting to people. I think first-party data mapping, things like that actually inform attribution as well. So there's a lot happening in that space, and it's evolving from a streaming perspective.